Let's talk about Appel difficulty. I already made a video on this previously, but I was inspired by a video by the Grassy guys about difficulty to make my own new video. This video covers how flawed the main Appel difficulty system, the MichaelChan system, is. And I thought to myself, if something is broken, what do? Fix it. Make a new difficulty system from scratch. Introducing the new Appel difficulty system, the Themadpunter system, or the generic Appel rating system. This scale rates every level as a number accompanied by a name for the number difficulty. For example, a level like Thoroughly from Absurd Appel would have a rating of 3 on the system, with the rating name being Hard. There are also sub-difficulties represented by the decimal point and a name tacked onto the start of the rating name. For example, Black Flag would be rated 3.5, or Skyline Hard. These names are slightly inspired by other systems, notably the Sheep expansion system. Why don't I use this Sheep expansion system instead of making a new one? I really don't like the way the sub-difficulties are named and weighed, as well as names for non-integer difficulties. It's a good idea, but it can be improved. The Themadpunter rating system is a relative scale, where you rate your levels relative to other levels instead of just guidelines. For example, if your level is slightly easier than Thoroughly, then rate it 2.9. This system for rating is a good thing in my opinion, because think about this hypothetical example. You make a 1-bomb level that's harder than most other 1-bomb levels out there. Well, it isn't 2 bombs, so I'll rate it at 1. Someone sees that level and thinks, so this level is as easy as this other level, which is also 1 bomb? They would be incorrect, because the MichaelChan system isn't precise enough to give each of these levels their own difficulty. This isn't hypothetical, it's what happened with monstrosity and cycling and absurd Appel. There are lots of other cases of this too. The level Chocolate Mountain is the 28th hardest level in the world, and the level Summit is 330th. This is a pretty extreme example though. There are 3 levels that I used as an example for this rating system. First, Spiked, the first level of Appel, would be rated 1 on the difficulty scale. Second, Concyclic, the most accurately rated 1-bomb level, would be rated 5 on the difficulty scale. Third, Key to Success, the hardest level completed by humans, asterisk, would be rated 10 on the difficulty scale. And now, let's reveal the difficulty table! You may be wondering how to rate your levels on this scale, and it's pretty simple. First, find a level with similar difficulty, a little easier or a little harder. MichaelChan levels work well for reference points, then consult the table to turn them into the Themadpunter difficulties. Then, depending on if your level is easier or harder than the level you're referencing, adjust the decimal point at the end to taste. You've just rated your level using the new system. To convert it to a name, again, consult the table. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this new rating system, why not rate some of your levels using it? It would really be nice. If you want, you can convert levels rated in this difficulty system to other difficulty systems fairly easily. Check out this handy fat table on the Appel wiki for help. Also, subscribe, please, thanks, it would help my channel. Bye.